Good afternoon, colleagues. I rise today to talk about a critical issue when it comes to the importance of fair maps. Fair maps are a starting point for a fair and open democracy. Fair maps are crucial to ensuring that every Georgian's vote counts equally. Indeed, our entire system, our entire democracy is based upon fair representation. Under this great gold dome, we speak regularly about ensuring the right and access to vote. Well, friends, voting access begins now with this process of map drawing to ensure that fairness without overly manipulated district lines happens. Gerrymandering, the process of drawing district boundaries to favor one party, a class, or race, is deeply undemocratic. It suppresses the voices and the votes of Georgians, and that is a disadvantage. Unfortunately, the proposed maps offered here today by the majority and the process by which the majority appears intent on speedily approving falls short of a fair map or of a transparent and fair process. Over the last decade, Georgia's population, you've heard this over and over again, Georgia's population has grown by over 1 million people. But that population change, my friends, it's not simply a number. Each one of those 1 million people are Georgians. And we cannot ignore who those Georgians are. The entirety of the growth over the last decade is a result of growth in the number of minority or people of color residents. The non-white Hispanic population in Georgia has declined between 2010 and 20. The African American population has increased by 22%. Hispanic population has increased by 31%. The Asian American population has increased by 45%. Every map that the General Assembly passes must recognize that Georgia is not only becoming more diverse, but also more urban. The majority of the state's growth over the last decade has occurred in Metro Atlanta. And even more critically, Georgians should not be discriminated against based on the color of their skin or the language that they speak. Georgia voters of color must be given an equal opportunity to elect the candidates of their choice. We offered a map, the Democratic caucus, we offered a proposal that contains more majority-minority districts and more black majority districts than the majority's proposal. Put simply, we offer a map that provides more opportunities for minorities to elect the candidates of their choice. Our map, the Democrats' map that we offered, was rated by a nonpartisan group from the Princeton Gerrymandering Project. And we received an A rating because we respect the will of voters and recognize who Georgia is today. Friends, it is unconscionable to me that the map that we are discussing and voting on today disregards Georgia's population, growth centers, and the diversity of this state. Drawing district lines to forestall the inevitable change that is coming. And what we all know to be true about Georgia's changing population and diversity, well, friends, it's dishonest and it's unfair. In a state where voters have elected a Republican governor and a Democratic president, in a state where races for statewide offices are decided by less than 4%, it is absurd to me that the maps for this legislator can't be more reflective of the true political feelings of all Georgians. The maps that we approve today They should reflect the Georgia that is now, not a Georgian of a decade or more ago. If you vote yes on this map today, you are voting to discard representative government. You are voting to disenfranchise millions of Georgia citizens. If you vote yes, you are voting to invite costly legal challenges that will be incurred to defend what is ultimately an unconstitutional map. If you vote yes, you are privileging your own power over and above your fellow citizens. People elected us in good faith. They expect us to uphold the basic principles of democracy. My friends, in the words of a young Georgian who testified so beautifully against this map, this is not a matter of right versus left. This is simply a matter of right and wrong. I yield the well.